people involved in it. It was fuck. The only reason I knew is my buddy messaged me. He's like, yeah, there's a shooting. Tell Bailey and her brother, be careful. I'm like, alright. I looked there, I'm like, there was a shooting a block away from your house. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, shit's rough, man. I look there, I'm like, that's the difference between where you live and I live. There's no shootings. At least in my neck of the woods. And if there is, no one's around to hear it. I had some fucking baller Chinese food. My mistake was because I'm like, well fuck, my insurance is coming out this week, so I gotta save money. My mistake was, I'm gonna only eat a little bit. So I'm like not full, but I'm not hungry. So I'm like, oh man, you know what? Eat a little bit, go out, have a drink, and the drink will fucking hit me quicker, and I'll need less to get drunk. Bad idea, because I got so hungry the whole fucking night. I was starving, and I'm like, oh, I should have eaten more. I had my takeout, and I'm like, really like sitting at this bar with like this fucking takeout, and I'm like, oh, I should save this for tomorrow. Nah, I'm just gonna fucking mow this shit down. So I fucking just crushed it. Gucci. Oh, yeah, man. I mean, it was a good night. Did you end up going to Riley's? Or no. No. I figured. Yeah, he messaged me at like 6:30. What's up? I'm like, what? Hey man, you got a daily dose of what I felt that day. Except I was outside your house. They're on the shitter. So I guess we could like hop all in. Oh, what's wrong with the audio? Spent a long time today on Instagram. Oh, this chick's a man. Should just picked up this big ass fucking snake and it's just like walking it to a fucking lake. What a fucking G. Fucking wife material. That's fucking dude. I wouldn't fucking touch that snake if my life depended on it. Fuck, it was huge. Dude, all the videos I fucking sent into our fucking Instagram chat all got fucking taken down. I don't know. I just went into the cucks and it says post unavailable, post deleted, 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 deleted. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 posts I sent that were deleted. I'm like, wow. Oh, fucking lord. Oh, dude, here's that fucking guy that we spent hours watching. Orphaned Wildlife Center. Just posted a video. It's like, Kimmy might have learned a little something from Leo. This fucking bear is just taking a bath in this pond. It's just mobbing in it. I can't believe we spent like 4 hours that day just watching fucking wildlife videos. Because we were so bored. Well, Mitch said he's more than likely down to come to Jack's camper next weekend. He won't stay the night. He said he'll come out Saturday and do some fishing. Are you still down to go or what? Are you still down to go to Jack's camper? Dope. Oh, what the fuck? This chick almost died.
What?
I'm watching this video, this chick literally got like struck by a fucking wicked ass lightning bolt. Oh, damn, I'm sending it to Josh. Fuck. You get bored in GTA and start driving normally. Ain't that the fucking truth? Can't tell you how many times I fucking did that. I was so bored. And then listening to you, man, I wish they would add blinkers.
Gotta have that immersion. Come on now.
Yeah. Dude, it'd be dope to get like a good racing VR game and then get the whole fucking like steering wheel and everything. That would be pretty dope.
That thing is crazy what you just sent me.
What, the Vive or the driving?
Bolt.
Yeah, it is pretty nuts. Oh, I guess I could let the 3 people watching. I bought a Vive, $500, and it was by far one of my best. I'm pretty sure the best thing I've bought in a long time for, I mean, just anything gaming wise, like out of games. It's fucking, I love it, and it rocks, dude. It's just like, it's something like, you know, like everyone kind of like has their like relaxing points where like they enjoy like playing a console game and stuff where like they're not playing competitively, and like playing like some of the modes and everything. Yeah, you have some tryhards that have no life, that have not seen actual sunlight in probably days. Other than that, like you just kind of fuck around in these modes, and you're just like everyone's having a good time because there's no private chats or anything besides unless you're in a Discord. But then you're still talking, the other people can hear you. It's like you kind of just fuck around. Like last night, well, you were in the party. I was like, this one dude like starts like screaming, like we got the like just screaming, we got this, we fucking got it, come on guys, let's come back. And I just started screaming, yeah, keep up the hype, and like he became our hype man until he fucking domed me for like no reason. So every round after that, he's like, dude, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And then he did it again. I'm like, alright, this guy's fucked. Immediately as we started the round, I just fucking pop him right in the teeth. Because, like, he had no money because he kept team killing. He had no money to buy it. So I just fucking kept just killing him until I got kicked. The funny part is, they don't have the system. Like, if you get kicked, you can just immediately join back in. They don't have, like, a system in place where it, like, won't allow you to join that server. So I just joined right back in. Was on the same team and just fucking kept killing him, too. Like, we honestly came back, and then I joined the other team, and I had the fucking OG dude on my team, and he was just raping. I mean, I think he dropped like fucking like 18 kills. Like, he was just fucking going off. I mean, I ended up dropping 9. I was like 9 and 12 for literally only like my 3rd time ever playing Search and Destroy with a VR. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm proud of this. I'm fine. Like I did decently, but I mean, it's not a competitive like field yet. I guess you can say because obviously, I feel like as virtual reality takes off, more and more things get added. I feel like it's gonna get to. It's obviously they're gonna want to capitalize on like some competitive mode or something like that with it. But honestly, like the competitive stuff, like it's just a lot of fucking fun talking with people and just messing about. And like you're just all screaming at each other. And like when you all die, like when you die, you're up. Obviously, you're spectating, but you're with like everyone from the other team that's dead and your team, and you're all just bullshitting the whole time. It was just fucking funny. I mean, everyone's just like quoting memes and shit constantly. It's just like an extremely meme friendly area. Like obviously, if you're like huge into memes and shit, which almost everyone is, you just kind of say random shit, and everyone just loses their mind. You just have a good time.
Hmm.
It's fucking. I mean, it's well worth it. It's well worth every penny I spent. Like even now, I was like, oh god, I spent all that money. Fuck me, and I'm like, nah, worth it. I'm just like, this shit's fucking dope as fuck. I don't regret buying it at all. Uh, Bailey actually, all the viewers asked me, when will do I regret buying it? I'm like, I'll regret buying it when I first watch VR porn. Then I'll regret my decisions. Then I'll regret buying it, but that won't ever happen. I'm fucking buy it. I'd just do that shit on my phone. Fuck, dude, I ain't giving my computer a fucking virus just so I can have a fucking wicked VR thing. But nah, chief, not about that.
Why not?
It's not me, dude. I'm just like, nah.
I mean, you did it with the $5 one from.
Yeah, yeah, that I did. But everyone did, except for you because you didn't buy one.
No, because I
I
have
still have it.
morals. Huh?
Fuck you, you virgin cunt. You don't have morals. You're fucking lonely. Oh, back to actually something I wanted to bring up. There was I was listening to the Misfits podcast, and he's like, they were talking about like background noise and stuff while you're playing games. But then they brought up if you're like someone that watches like streams like regularly, like live streams, like on Twitch, like a constant, like that's all you watch, or not all, but like you spend most of your time watching like Twitch streams of things. It's like you are an extremely lonely person, and immediately you came to my mind, man. I'm like, I'm not trying to be mean, but you fucking came to mind because it's like every time, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just watching this fucking R6 stream, or I'm watching this, and I'm like, damn, fuck, dude, that's fucked. Oh, my poor guy. So fuck off, fucking calling, fucking shitting on me.
I don't watch them every day though.
I know, but I'm just saying, you watch streams more than more than anyone else I know. You watch Twitch more than anyone else I know, but I, I did at one point, but I'm just like, I'd rather like just go out and like either watch a YouTube video or just like play the game myself.
I
Like
feel that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy watching streams, but like videos, like obviously if you watch a video, it's jam packed with the best parts. And like a stream, you kind of are waiting for something like wicked to happen, or like a blooper to happen on stream. It's like,
Well,
I mean,
it's
it's
just like raw content though.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's like watching
Not
live
raw.
TV.
Yeah, but even now, like, still, live PD, but it's not really fucking live at all. It's totally fucking fake.
Some of it's
Everyone
live.
knows it. Some of it's real, but a lot of it's kind of like skimmed in because they weren't getting, like, obviously, you're not always gonna have a real exciting night as a cop or something, so, like, it's iffy. It's just iffy in my eyes. Like, yeah, some of it. The new live like EMS and fire is actually it's pretty decent. That's pretty cool. It's kind of fun to watch too.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's neat. It's interesting. I mean, obviously, it's not like not like what fucking everyone jokes about with firefighters that they just sit around and fucking bullshit all the time because no one always has a fire. It's kind of it's a neat one. it's a good change up from like live PD. I like what they did with it. Pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. I don't watch TV very often. Like my brother will turn it on, like if he's like up, so I'll like just go into his fucking man cave and I'll just chill with him and we'll watch whatever's on. And it's very rare we'll watch it, but when we do watch it, it's pretty good. Obviously, we enjoy cops more than EMS and stuff. We enjoy that, so I mean, it's decent. It's all right.
I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good show. It's iffy though. Like there's points obviously where it's boring, and there's points where it's interesting. That goes to say with like all shows.
Really?
Yeah. I had something else I wanted to say. Now I fucking forgot what it was. So I got distracted.
Dude, like. Oh, I guess it. Wait, hold it. I forgot to change the screen. Though it's a minor change. Lol.
What'd you change for the stream?
No, I just put that it's live. Lol. You know how we usually have the 3 screens.
Welcome back to the greatest podcast you pretty much listen to, which is obviously a complete lie sometimes. But I am the best podcaster there is, obviously. And I'm joined today by my quote, the sexiest man alive co-host, Scott's 1975, but also known as Bailey.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for that introduction.
And today, what a fucking special week because we missed last week. Okay, so that's the title. Obviously, I did not read the title. We'll be going over a fucking Memorial Weekend story that was kind of just totally fucking caught me off guard. My fucking hellish drive home that normally takes 4.5 hours, that took me 8. Some new gaming news about the new Call of Duty that has been premiered, the trailer.
Yes.
And what else? What else are we gonna cover? We have some kind of stupid stories of stupid shit I did in my fucking vehicle on my way home.
Yeah.
And probably talk a little bit about VR because obviously I think something will be. I want to plan something that's gonna happen near the end of summer, and it's I'm just gonna give a little thing about, or just a little hint about it. Podcast, VR chat room. That's gonna be something that's gonna probably hopefully be happening near the end of summer. But I guess I could start off with an amazing story of my Memorial Weekend adventures with a buddy of ours and his girlfriend. So I moved away from my hometown and I moved about 5 hours away, and so I ended up going home for the weekend for Memorial Weekend because I had Monday off. And it was Saturday, and my buddy asked, he's like, "Hey, you want to go for breakfast?" It's just me and his girlfriend. I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, might as well." So we went out, got some. Go on.
This wasn't the non-existent breakfast we were supposed to go on.
No, this is not that. No. So we go out for breakfast, and his girlfriend and him were gonna go hiking, and she's like, "Do you want to come with?" I'm like, "Yeah, why not? I got nothing else going on. I'm not gonna do anything." So we go to this waterfall, but we go like there's 2 different sides. There's like a platform side that you can like walk down a whole bunch of stairs to like get to, or you can just walk this like wooded trail on the other side of the river. So we go to the other side of the river, and we're walking this like wooden trail, and we get to the other side, to the base of the waterfall, and we're like looking at it, and we're up above like the normal platform you can go to, and I'm looking down, and Mitch is like, "I think there's someone else on that platform, but they're like laying down." I'm like, "Really?" So I'm like looking around, and this dude stands up, like he was like laying down on the platform. I'm like, why the fuck is he laying down on the platform? Or they're just like, I think there's people fucking over there. I'm like, no. So this dude stands up and he's like fiddling with his pants, and I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And then this chick that you couldn't see stands up, butt ass naked, and Mitch is like, oh my god, they were fucking. So the first thing I said was, poor guy didn't get to finish. So he captured that on Snapchat and then fucking quotes what I said. And then as she's like getting up, I just yell across the fucking waterfall, like, hey! I just like screamed across, and the guy kind of got like a little panicky. Like he didn't look back because he obviously knew we were there. There's 3 people you can see clear as day just watching what the fuck's going on, and they just like intensely start making out. And I'm like, she's still butt ass naked. I can see half of her fucking ass. And then they start to get dressed, and I'm just like talking loud enough where I know they can hear me. And like, so they get dressed and they immediately like haul ass out of there. And I'm just like sitting there, like looking at Mitch. I'm like, what the fuck did we just see? I look at Brittany. I'm like, thank you so much for inviting me because this just made my weekend. It was just so fucked. I'm like, who does that? Who fucks in like on a public thing, like on a public fucking bridge or a platform that literally families constantly go down to like look at the waterfalls with kids. Like, could you imagine if some 5-year-old starts running down? These 2 people are fucking, mommy, daddy. These people were naked and hugging each other on the ground. It's like, oh my god, now you got public indecency, and now you're gonna probably call the police because they're fucking in a public place that is used by that children go on, and it's like, oh my god.
I'm sure that there isn't. I'm sure there isn't. They weren't from around here. I'm sure they're probably.
No, obviously.
Well,
I just hope the
who
guy was
knows?
wearing protection.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, definitely probably was not. If he did, I didn't see him huck anything in the waterfall because that's where I would have just fucking chucked it.
That is what we
Just
call
like,
litter. That is what we call littering.
No, it's called making a sea baby or sea abortion.
I don't know about that.
Oh, sorry, sea abortion is where you drown your pregnant girlfriend for life.
Whoa. I don't think that's what that. I don't think
She
that's
didn't want
either.
an abortion, so I had to take care of it.
Yikes.
Dude, this abortion shit is like fucking just getting more and more as more states are fucking going about it. Like, it's just getting fucked. It's like really bad, to be honest. Oh, fuck me. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I've been drinking a little bit, so I'm fucking tired as fuck. But dude, I'm fucked right now. Like, I'm so fucking ready for bed. But I'm like, nah, podcast, gotta power through it. Okay, so that is literally the only exciting part that had happened my entire weekend. I did absolutely jack shit, which was kind of nice. I mean, it was nice to see my parents, see a couple of friends, and just kind of chill out.
Vacation.
Yeah, it was just like kind of a minor vacation, but this coming weekend is going to be a really much needed vacation where I can get fucked up, be on a boat, catch a fish, and have a good time. So, alright, so now, like, I left on Monday, which was a fucking dumb idea on my part. I'm like, I should have left Sunday. But I'm like, nah, I'll stay one more day. I'll leave on Monday. So I leave my parents' house Monday, heading back home, my house, and, it's like a 4.5 hour drive to get home, normally. Because they up the speed limit to, like, 70 on the freeway. And it's like 2 hours to get to the freeway, if that. So I get to the next, like, I go through one town, and I have, like 3 more towns to go through. I get through the second one. And as I get to the third town, so, like, right before the freeway, like, the last one before the freeway, I'm stuck in traffic. Like, this is a 55-mile-an-hour zone that takes the way to the freeway. Like, it is, like, just go and blah, blah, blah. You get to the freeway, you open it up. I am stuck in stop-and-go traffic for 2.5 to pretty much 3 fucking hours. Something that should have took me at least an hour to get to the freeway took 3. It took me 3 fucking hours to get to the fucking freeway, and it was nothing but stop and go the whole fucking time. It was so fucking annoying to the point where I just literally, I counted 25 people that were in line with me. Fucking go out of line with a Yui where you're obviously not supposed to, and head back to my hometown or head towards like my hometown. I'm like, obviously they're gonna go and get a hotel room. They're saying this shit's fucked. We're not waiting this long. And I counted 25 people, so I finally get through it. I've been on the road literally like 3 hours. I technically should be home in an hour and a half. And as I'm fucking getting on the freeway, it just immediately starts down heavily. Visibility went like fucking good bit to literally less than like 10 yards in front of me. Like it was so hard to...
That's
So now
scary.
I could only do like 6 on the fucking freeway where you're supposed to be doing 70, and these people are whipping past me, and I'm like, you're gonna get into an... Actually, the one guy that did pass me that I kind of saw because he had a Nissan. Oh shit, I have a Nissan. This guy's actually got into an accident that I seen later on, like an hour and a half later. Like the front end of his car was fucked.
Really?
I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck did the dude hit? The whole front end, I have no idea. There was no other car. So maybe he like fucking rear-ended the shit out of someone and the other guy just like took off. But they were right next...
Because if you get rear-ended,
you don't know.
If you get rear-ended, you don't want to...
Yeah, but what if he doesn't have insurance?
I guess that could be a
He could have ran because he doesn't have insurance. But again, it's just something, who knows. They were right next to an off-ramp, so the guy that maybe got rear-ended got on the off-ramp. Pulled over like I couldn't see or something. There was a cop sitting with the dude that passed. Really, guy's car was just fucked. Like it was like not drivable. Like you could see like you could see, like it tore off the whole left like front panel. There was nothing. The grill was smashed. I could see the radiator and part of the engine. It's like his car was fucked. It wasn't anyway. Much probably not drivable. Probably fucked up bearings, tie rod.
That's upsetting.
I don't give a fuck. The guy passed me, like, being a fucking idiot, doing, like, 75 and, like, fucking 10-yard visibility. Like, fuck him. He fucking, like, obviously I don't wish that upon anyone to get into an accident. Fuck, it's not cool. But I'm like, you're the fucking dumbass that was driving like a jackass. Fucking deserved everything you got right there. As long as, like, he was okay. He was, like, outside with the cop. There was no fucking... ambulances like pulling up a fire truck. It's fine. But like then it cleared up for like a good like 45 minutes, and then all of a sudden it comes out of nowhere and it just starts downpouring again to the point where it's even worse than before. Like I had my stereo up a good bit and I could hear nothing but rain hitting the fucking roof of my car. It was so loud. It was just fucking hell. And I finally like am like probably like at this point, like maybe 5-6 hours in almost, and all of a sudden, like it's not raining heavily, like a light drizzle, and I'm like looking at these. I look to my right, and it's like you could see a good bit into this farm field and farther out, and I swear to God, like all of a sudden I'm like I look at that, I'm like, okay, that looks like a couple little funnel clouds. I'm like, fuck, no, this can't be.
Some meaty tornadoes coming your
way.
way.
Well, they were little. Like, they weren't something that would do, like, good damage or anything. And I see that, and I'm like, oh, fuck, don't tell me that is. And immediately, I get a fucking weather alert. Tornado warning.
See,
then I'm like,
we don't get them up here in this hill country. We stay safe from tornadoes.
Yeah, I used to, but I moved. So I'm like, fuck me, no way. Like, oh, this is gonna be shitty. Actual fucking. So I'm like, keep driving, and I'm like looking up, and the clouds are like really fucking low. It's like fucking wicked. It's just like ominous, just creepy looking. I'm like, oh, please, for the love of God, don't let there be like a tornado, and I'm gonna get like fucked. I'm gonna have to pull off fucking way, and like it's just gonna be hell. Ended up getting through it, and I'm like, started clearing up. Rain stopped finally. I'm like an hour outside. I'm like 45 minutes from Madison, like 30, 45. And I like it's hot as fuck. I had my heat on because my window was fogging. It's just like it's fucking. I was having a miserable ride. It was just hell. And I rolled down my passenger window to let some air in because it was still sprinkling, so it was coming in and kind of getting on me. I didn't want to be wet from the rain. And me like I had to like cough, and then I kind of like I had allergies at the time, so I like went to like spit. Me thinking my driver's side window's down. No, my passenger's. I turned to my left. There's this car next to me, and I fucking just spit right on my fucking window, on my driver's side window, and it just fucking splatters everywhere. Fucking splattered down my arm, on my door handle, on my fucking armrest, and I'm like, did I just do like the people looked at me that were next to me looked at me, give me the fucking nastiest look. I was like, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Like I'm like, yeah, I fucking did that. So now I'm like, didn't have any napkins, didn't have anything to like clean it up with. And I look in my door and I had like an old envelope, like a check. And I fucking take the envelope and I'm like scraping it kind of like off my window. It's like onto this envelope. I'm like squeegeeing my
disgusting.
Fucking envelope. Well, I'm not just gonna leave it there, and I'm not gonna fucking wipe my arm with it because it's already on my arm. I'm not just gonna like fucking use my forearm to wipe it off, and I'm not gonna take my fucking $100 and some jacket to do it. So I like I scraped it all off, cleaned up my window, and I'm just like sitting there like just thinking, I'm like, that was fucking dumb. I can't believe I did.
Well,
and then
I believe
traffic,
it.
Oh yeah, I've done worse. So then traffic like starting to like almost a stop and go pattern. That this really hot, like this really decent looking chick. Like she was cute. She wasn't like hot, like drop dead hot. She was just really cute. Like pulls up next to me and we're like stopped on the. She looks over, so like I immediately look back because like she caught me rubbernecking. I'm like fuck. So I kind of like look over out and she starts laughing back over. She looks at me and I wink. She winks back and I just like start losing. So I have my windows down and shit, and I'm just like I'm just like chuckling, laughing. She's laughing. We're having a good time. Of course, her lane starts speeding. I was gonna roll down your window. I was just gonna start talking to her. What's up? We're like sitting in traffic, just be like, what's up? What? Just like start talking. I was bored out of my mind.
Well, I highly doubt she would have heard you even if she would have rolled down her window.
We were stopped, dude.
You were?
It was stop and go. Stop and go traffic again. We were just outside of Madison.
No, I didn't hear that part.
Oh yeah, it was all backed up. So I'm like kind of like flirting with this chick, like in my own way, and of course her lane starts like speeding up, and I'm like, fuck, can't catch up. So I get into her lane quickly. I start speeding up, got behind her, fucking went back into the other lane so I could like kind of get next to her. Nah, fucking everyone starts stopping in my lane, but her going. I'm like, fuck me, dude. Now I fucking missed my opportunity to flirt with this chick. Then this other one. I'm like, shit, here we go again. This one didn't think it was. She thought it was funny, but she just like fucking kept going. Like, fuck you, cunt. I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off, bitch.
Well,
I ended up not seeing anything like any hot chicks after that on my drive home.
There's actually when we went to the Badger game last year, when they played the Gophers, there was actually quite a decent amount of hot chicks just roaming Madison.
Oh, dude, that's you're in a college town.
Well, yeah, but like
normal.
It was just an ungodly amount.
Oh yeah, like that's why I'm like so pumped for Mitch to like live in Madison. Fucking go there and just mob.
Mob around.
Like, yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. But I finally get home. It's been an 8-hour drive. That should have took me half, 4 hours longer, pretty much than two. And I look at my brother. And my brother's like, long drive. I don't even want to fucking talk about it, dude. I am fucking tired.
Lol.
Because we were gonna record the podcast when I got home, but I'm like, it's like 8 o'clock, almost 9, and I'm like, nah, chief, I gotta work. I want to go to bed. So all in all, the weekend was very uneventful. I mean, there's some things that did happen like that, like with people catching people fucking in a public place, and just flirting with fucking random people on the fucking interstate. And other than that, literally, it was just like fucking shit. Like, the drive was hell. I was uncomfortable. I mean, I ended up taking, like, before I even got to the freeway, I took my fucking boots off in my car, and I just drove, like, in my socks the way home. It's like, my feet hurt, my ankles were hurt, my boots, just, like, wearing them in the car. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just gonna wear my socks and drive the whole way. And it was absolutely extremely comfortable. Fucking unzip my pants, unbutton my pants. Obviously kept my pants on.
That's how you
took everything out of my pockets and just like fucking just chilled. Like, if I didn't do that, I would have been more uncomfortable, extremely crabby and irritated. And I'm like, I wanted to stop to get some food. Like, I had not eaten at all. I didn't eat breakfast before I left. I didn't eat anything the entire way home. I had left at like 10 o'clock. And the Scots line is like,
whoa.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
What the actual fuck, dude?
I didn't know that actually shows up on the
what
screen.
Is Kevin, HP 480? What the fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Why is that there?
That's the stream. I'm still learning this stuff. It's a stream boss.
Oh.
So every time somebody follows, or, you know, subs, the boss's health goes down, basically.
Goes down. Oh, okay, gotcha. But back to what I was saying, it was so, I was so hungry, like, halfway through the drive. Like, I wanted to stop and get something to eat, but it was just like such shitty weather. And I just didn't want to get off the fucking interstate. So it's just been like, nah, if I get off, I'm gonna get a fucking hotel. I'm gonna call and be like, Casey, not coming into work tomorrow. But I'm like, nah, gotta get to work, gotta make that bread, gotta go.
Gotta get that.
So I ended up getting home finally, and my brother didn't do a damn thing. Didn't do a fucking thing. Didn't clean, didn't vacuum, and I'm like, motherfucker. So I go down, I go in the basement to our basement freezer. I'm like, oh shit, thank God, I bought like things. Fucking cooked 2 of them bitches. Fucking had 2 of them sizzling bitches. Ate 1.5 of them.
Really?
Felt disgusted after. I looked in the mirror. I'm like, you're so fucking fat. Didn't ever want to do that again.
Lol. You're not even that fat.
I know. I feel fat. Though.
If you want to see fat, come over here.
Yeah, right? No. But, got home, went to bed, and I'm like, go to work the next day. Casey's like, so how did everyone's weekend go? You're all back alive and looking good? Like, you guys had a fun time? I'm like, yeah, I spent 8 hours in a car yesterday. He's like, why? I'm like, 'cause traffic. He's like, oh, yeah, I could have told you that. You have a good weekend, though? I'm like, no, one of my friends got ran over by a side-by-side, and one of my dad's friends died. No, it wasn't a fucking good weekend. Oh, and by the way, like, literally in our meeting with everyone, I'm like, yeah, and I caught people fucking in a public place. I said that straight to my boss, and, like, his jaw dropped. I'm like, yeah, so my weekend wasn't good. My weekend wasn't fucking exciting at all, except for catching people fucking. It was full of death and sadness. Like, this was supposed to be my weekend to relax. But no, I had to deal with people being run over by side-by-sides and one of my dad's friends dying. I'm like, fuck, this weekend sucks ass.
That isn't a really good weekend.
No, it wasn't. It was fucking shitty. I regretted ever going up there for that fucking weekend. It was pointless. I was pissed.
But you could make the.
I did get to play VR for like 4 hours straight, which was a lot of fun and sealed my decision to buy VR.
Yeah.
And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go into what I wanted to say. By the end of the summer, Bailey is hoping to buy a VR. Well, is possibly going to get a VR, which is, if you don't know and just tuning in, Bailey is my other co-host of Scott's, and we are going to hopefully start recording or live streaming our podcast in a VR chat room where we can fuck around in a VR chat room and record our podcast, which I feel like is going to be kind of interesting, kind of fun to fuck around with, and just have a good time. I'm loving it. I totally am head over heels in love with the VR. I mean, best $500 I've ever spent on anything gaming wise so far.
Really?
I'm just thinking that's going to be an absolute fucking insane, wicked, just good time and bring more people in to enjoy it. And I just think it's going to be a fun time.
Dude,
but,
before I get VR, I want to upgrade my monitor first. That's priority number one.
Huh? You'll make enough money, you're fine.
Oh, probably.
You're making enough money, you'll be good. Good to go.
Probably.
You'll be good to go, no problem by the end. But literally, it was just a hellish weekend, and this coming weekend is actually going to be something much needed.
Relaxing weekend.
Yes, an extremely relaxing week. We're all going to be at a camper. Bailey, buddy Jack, and possibly a buddy Mitch, and we possibly will do the podcast then. Possibly, who knows?
Depends on how good the internet is out there.
Well, possibly, and maybe
the stolen internet.
Possibly could convince Mitch to bring his hotspot, and maybe we could record it out on the pontoon, all having a good time, having a couple drinks. That would be kind of fun.
That would be fun.
That'd be kind of baller. Just random ass place, recording a podcast on a pontoon, on a lake. How much relaxing could you have?
None.
Besides us being fucking tipsy and screaming at each other on a lake.
Worst comes to worst, we could bring we could bring like a GoPro or something.
Yeah, true.
Audio quality isn't gonna be that swell, but what we could do is record it, and then when we get back Sunday, or when I get back Sunday, I could just live stream the recording.
Yeah. True, we could do that. I guess we'll figure it out what happens there. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But on other notes, besides this kind of fun weekend that we have planned, while I was driving home Memorial weekend, I called Bailey and Mitch and I said, I don't want to ever do this drive long ass time. What am I doing in 2 weeks? Fucking doing that fucking drive all the way back up there. Swindled me into coming up for a fucking weekend at a camper. Get drunk and do some fishing. And I'm like, fuck it, why not? Even though I convinced myself not to do this drive for at least fucking 5 or 6 months.
Hey,
I'm doing it again.
We went over this. You're just driving 1 hour less, so it's not the full 4 hours.
It's like 3.5, which isn't bad. I'm fine with a good time.
It's like taking a trip to Duluth.
Fuck Duluth. I'm coming from a much bigger city and way better city in general.
Well, that might be true, but like
I think it'll be a good time if I can get you and Mitch down here. I think we'll have
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. We
blast.
We gotta make a Badger game 2.0. That's just gotta happen, and maybe possibly, if we have enough funds, try to do a Viking Packer game. That'd be something.
That'd be dope. But again, next year we're actually all going on vacation together.
Oh yeah, true. That's also.
We haven't decided if we want to go to Vegas yet or somewhere different. I'm kind of torn between like Vegas or like Florida.
I've been to Florida. It's fun,
Well, I've never been, so it'd be kind of interesting to go. And
dude.
just
We
like
did
go see it.
when I was in Florida. We did this. What's it called? Paraflying, sailing, parasailing. I think it.
Sailing.
Oh, I honestly did not want to do it. Like
Oh yeah,
I
you
honestly.
sink like a rock. You thought you were probably gonna drown.
Well, yeah, that's exactly my thought process. But they just let you fly in the air and then they bring you back down on the boat, which I didn't.
That type of parasailing. I thought you meant the fucking stupid little like surfboard shit with the fucking like fucking
No,
wing like a sailboat. I thought you meant that.
no.
Fuck parasailing. I ain't doing that shit. I'm scared of heights, nigga. I ain't doing that garbage.
Well, we did that, and I honestly is one of the best things I've ever done. Like,
Fuck that. I'll sit on the boat with a fishing rod. I'm fucking fine. You and Mitch, go do that. Or record your deaths.
No, I survived. I'm still here.
Yeah, you'll die this time.
I mean, with
the
the, the people are like really good at their job. They're not just
Oh, they actually have to be because your lives are in their hands. Like you gotta have some type of trust. I don't know this. I ain't fucking doing it. Fuck this.
It's a good time though.
Yeah,
if
honestly,
you ever
once I got in the air, I probably would enjoy myself. But that whole like getting myself to do it would be like a struggle. That would be the point where I'm like,
I honestly didn't want to do it until I got on the boat and actually watched them do it.
Then you wanted to.
Yeah, then I wanted to. Then I was like,
Should you fucking update our fucking picture?
No.
Sure? I don't remember a bearded dragon being in the corner.
That was always there.
Really? I never fucking noticed that.
That was
finding more and more things slowly but surely.
I mean, I think that's the only other little section we got. We got the Southern Comfort. We got the Jack.
The gentleman Jack. Which is actually kind of shitty because I won't have all my liquor, so I'm gonna ask my brother to pick me up a bottle of Jaeger.
Yikes.
And some probably
Monster.
some Jack.
Oof.
Well, I can buy the Monster myself.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna ask he'll pick up some Jack and some Jaeger for me.
Shots.
No. Oh, shots. No, dude, I'm fucking mixing that shit and I'm having a good time on the boat. I'm chilling, dude. I ain't fucking shots. I'm having a fucking chill weekend.
Nah.
Fuck off, I'll take a shot. Take a celebratory shot that I fucking lived on my drive up here. Up there.
Yeah. Hey, it's still south of me, so I mean it's not up there.
Fuck off, cunt. You only drive an hour. I drive fucking 3.5 just to get there.
It's like 45 minutes if you're doing the speed limit. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Nobody's in that town anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean,
yeah,
your 3 hours is a little bit different than my hour.
Yeah, but I don't do the speed limit. I do like fucking 8. If it's nice out, like it's cloudy or sunny, I'll do like fucking 85. I don't give a shit. I'm fucking cruising at that point. I'll fucking get behind some fucking bitch and I'll fly with them.
Oh.
One time when I was actually heading up north down here, I got behind this guy that was doing like 90, like in the fucking like not through the Minocqua, like before the Minocqua stretch of like city. Like we just came off the freeway and this dude's cruising at 90. I'm like, perfect, here we go. I fucking made it home. He turned off before Mercer. I made it home from freeway to Hurley, which is like what, like a 2 hour, like about an hour and a half to 2 hour stretch, depending.
Something like that.
Made it home in 45 minutes.
That's insane.
We were fucking flying. It was insane.
Awesome. 90 seems a bit excessive for just a little bit.
I was so tired of the drive, and I'm like, dude, this guy's cruising. I'm like, my adrenaline's going up because we're flying. The risk of being pulled over is in the back of my mind. I'm like, yeah, here we go, fuckers.
I mean, if you get that's probably the scariest, is getting pulled over by like a state boy.
Oh, dude, I did I see on my? Only cop I seen on my way home was the one. Actually, 2. Only seen 2 on my way home, and I seen like 4 on my way up north. I didn't see Other than that, I didn't see anything. Saw 3 state boys and a sheriff on my way up. One
That's
state boy and another sheriff on the way home. That's it.
that's surprising because usually Memorial Weekend they're crawling all over this
And
place.
especially with the weather being that shitty,
Yo.
I think they'd be out in force even more, keeping
Well,
road
I am,
hazards and keeping one down and safe.
I have no
But yeah,
idea.
I didn't see like anyone.
Yeah, Hurley usually gets a little bit rowdy, dude. Like,
yeah.
if living a block down from the main street is absolutely something else. I don't know how many times I've had drunk people just knock on the doorstep at like 4 in the morning.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's fun.
One time I
When
was
I fucking opened the door with a 45.
one time I fell asleep downstairs because that's when I had my PlayStation downstairs on the big screen, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like 2 in the morning. I hear just pounding on the front door, and my heart sank, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die."
Yes, you have the fucking fears going through your mind. You're like a kid by
Dude.
yourself. No one else is awake, and someone's just pounding on the door. Like, oh,
Dude, but then you look out the window. Then I looked out the window, and some drunk dude just stumbling down. You know, well, it's not their. It's because they're trying to. I think that one time they were trying to find a house, and it was like a couple blocks down or something.
what an idiot!
Yeah, well, he has no idea.
He's walking for a mile, and he's like, "Oh shit, here's the house."
Nah. Well, I don't know what his thought process was, to be honest with you.
I don't know. My thought process right now is that I'm sobering up and I'm upset.
Nah, just wait till next weekend, and you're.
Nah, dude, I can't get that fucking drunk, dude. No way. I'm not allowing myself.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
You know, if I got fucked up Friday night, I'd be okay. Or like Saturday.
Yeah.
I could have a couple drinks, but I can't get like super fucked up Saturday because I got a long ass drive to do in the morning, and I want to leave at like at least 8 or 9.
Dude,
no later than 10. I want to leave.
Dude,
on Sunday.
Yesterday, I went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, I went to bed at like 2.
Yeah, I went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I straight up woke up at 7:30, and I was like, "Dear God, what is happening?"
Yep. I went to bed at like 2:30, almost 3. I woke up at 6. Alright, well, I'm up. Might as well do something. Went fishing, but it rained. Caught a good bass. Didn't take a picture because I'm a dumbass. Caught it. Just
Happens.
like, oh, beauty. Fucking threw her back in. I'm like, fuck me, I didn't get a picture. Oh, well. I'm gonna go fishing tomorrow morning, depending on when I get up. Go out to my uncle's, fishing, and kind of chill out, or having to work for the week.
Dude, yeah. I'm thinking I might clean my truck finally tomorrow, depending on
Clean it?
Yeah, depending on what time I get up.
Right. Your truck's probably a mess.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of Gatorade bottles in there. Jackets.
It's like my car.
It's a mess.
I clean my car at the end. It's just fucking. Well, I have a garbage bag in there, like a.
I usually.
That I fill up week.
I usually do that, but like, I don't know. And then, I usually clean it once, like, actually thoroughly clean it once a year. But like, I stopped doing that a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when you do that.
It actually, yeah. Well, it's whatever. Huh?
Said now you just don't give a fuck.
It's just no time, really.
And it's kind of like one of those things you deal with.
Mm.
You know, I get it. I totally.
I
get home from work. It's the last thing I do is spend an hour cleaning.
Yeah, definitely. It is. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't help my bro. Fucking doesn't help when I clean either. So like, it's kind of like it's all on me to do it. So I'm just like whatever. I'll let it get bad to the point where I'm like, nah, I gotta do it.
Speaking of your brother, when are we gonna have him on the podcast?
I'm actually possibly hoping in the next 3 weeks because he doesn't have a weekend off till like 3 weeks.
Solid.
It's so hard with his schedule because of obviously him working thirds and whatnot.
Yeah.
He's not up in the time to do it and having to work weekends.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
he has the weekend off. That's after the week of my birthday. He has that weekend. And we're going. Me and him are going out. We're gonna go to a couple bars, like an hour or two, and then we're gonna go meet my parents. Like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Casino. And we're gonna gamble till the sun comes up, and
Sounds
then we're gonna come home and go to bed.
sounds like fun time.
Dude, it sounds like a good night. It sounds like it's gonna be, but it's gonna be fucking fun. I'm pumped. Apparently, this casino, you've obviously, well, yeah, we've been to up there that you can act, well, like one we can legally gamble at. My brother was telling me this one's like 4 times the size. There's actually 2 main floors of,
2 main floors.
like 2 massive ass floors. I'll take a video of it and send it to you, because apparently it's just massive. My mom loves it. My mom says it's just fucking cute.
What's it called?
When you Potawatomi.
I think I heard of it.
Yeah, and so we're gonna go, because if you go early in the morning, no one's ever there. So we're just gonna go out that night, have like a couple drinks. We're not gonna get like fucked up or anything, because we're gonna go meet up with my parents at my uncle, and then head to there, and then Zach and I are gonna get fucked up at the casino. Well, I'm gonna bet $100 on red or black. We're gonna flip a coin to decide whether or not we're roulette table. I'm gonna bet $100 colors. We're gonna see if we can walk away with like 200.
Lol. That'd be epic sauce if you did.
It'd be dope. It'd be fun. I told him I'm gonna set $100 aside, and it's gonna be strictly for that. We're gonna fucking put $100 on, and we're gonna bet red or black. We're gonna flip a coin to see which one. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. I'm just gonna be like, when I lose, I'm just gonna be like, fuck, those quick bucks I ever spent.
Oh no, you just
if I fucking win, dude, I'm just gonna scream and just like go fucking ape shit.
But you just spent $500 in one click, so I mean that wouldn't be the most money you spent in one sitting.
No, it will be, because it went like that, and I fucking didn't get anything in return. This, I fucking waited a couple days, and I got a no fucking VR set, so
Well, yeah.
yeah, it kind of would be. Less for the return, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm actually, before I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna see how my luck is actually going, like, on the slots first. See what happens first on slots.
I'm sure, because I'm sure you're probably gonna get like a casino card or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, because I plan to go a little bit more.
I'm sure they see that it's. I'm pretty sure it's like that one time that I went to the casino in Waters Meet.
Yeah.
I think they see. Oh, he has a birthday. It's his birthday. It's his first time being here. Let's try to hook, line, sinker him, and pay out a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's all randomized and computer shit half the time. You don't get shit. Some days you're like, yeah, I fucking won.
Mm-hmm.
But I look forward to it. It's gonna be a good night. It's gonna be a fun time. My uncle's actually gonna come out with us. My cousin and her. Well, she actually isn't, but her fiance, the guy I work with, he's gonna come out with us at like 4 of them. We're all gonna have a good time for a couple hours, and then we're all gonna go home, sleep, and just kind of chill out. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go do some fishing in the morning. I'm actually looking forward to it. It'll be fun to, go out. I mean, really nothing comes of turning 21 besides being able to drink legally, which I drink as it is. So it's like nothing changes but being able to do it legally and not have severe consequences if I get like stopped. Right away.
Well, I mean, if you're driving, you'll have severe consequences.
Oh yeah,
but
I'm just talking about like being out in public. I can like, yeah, I have a beer, but I'm not doing anything wrong now. Like try to be suspicious about it. Actually, a funny story is my brother. I was talking to my brother about this, about just drinking and something. He's like, yeah, last night I was sitting at a gas station with another deputy, and we heard this loud ass music, like 3 blocks away. I'm like, oh, what'd you do? He's like, well, we went over there, bunch of fucking miners inside having a bonfire, and they were all drinking, and 2 of them had marijuana on them, and he told me he wrote like $5,500 for tickets that night to all of them. So in total, he wrote like $5,500 worth of tickets.
Wow.
In a matter of like 2 hours. Because they had to call their parents, pick them up, take them home. 2 of them went to jail because of marijuana. So they had to spend a weekend in jail.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, my brother said the parents refused to bond them out, so they had to wait to get out of jail for the entire weekend. They didn't get out till like stay.
Really?
I'm like, my brother said literally they would have had nothing. They would have had no idea this was going on if they weren't blaring music. All because they were blaring their music, they got caught.
That's
I'm like,
upsetting.
how fucking stupid are you? How fucking dumb can you be to fucking do that? Like, you're in a city blaring you. Obviously, someone's gonna call the cops or show up. You know, like that's fucked. Like I laughed my ass off. I'm like, that's what you get for being dumb fucking. I wasn't even that fucking stupid. I was so cautious of like drinking when I was younger. I'm like, oh my god.
Well, that one night we were kind of stupid.
Yeah, we were fucking stupid as hell though. That night we were fucking dumb. Fucking took a walk around the block. What a bad idea. Dragging your drunk ass.
Yeah, definitely. What else do we got on the
New Call of Duty trailer has been.
Yes, we could talk about that.
Kind of.
We could talk about that, yeah.
Curious of how it's gonna take place. Speculation is that it's a prequel. Call of Duty.
It's at least a prequel to Call of Duty 3 if Soap and Price are in it, yeah. Maybe.
So.
I don't know.
I'm curious. I'm hoping for a good campaign because honestly, 3 I didn't care for, but MW, Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare 2. Those were the 2 Call of Duties besides Black Ops, which is that's a different franchise, right? That's when kind of split.
What?
That's when. Who made Black Ops and who? Modern Warfare.
Treyarch made Black Ops, and I believe.
Yes. And Activision made Modern.
No, the Activision is the parent company to Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. So
it would be I don't think it's.
Let's just put it this way: timeline split. Modern to kind of before Black Ops went to its advanced phase. So early Black Ops 1 and 2 and Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. I only actually enjoyed the Black Ops campaign. I liked that. But for most Call of Duty campaign, I absolutely enjoyed Modern Warfare 1 and 2. Those were my 2 favorite that I actually enjoyed, and I loved playing the campaign where I played it a couple times. I played Black Ops campaign 2 or 3 times, but I played Modern Warfare 2 3 or 4 times. And I enjoyed it, so I have my fingers crossed that they're going to bring out another badass campaign, and they're not going to go with the strict online bullshit like they've been doing. They're actually going to put some time and effort into an actual storyline, where you kind of get immersed into a story and fall in love with a character like you did with Mason and Soap. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You fell in love with their ideas, the way you made them act, and the way they ended, or the way they turned out. Obviously, everyone kind of fucking was it was a big uproar when Soap died. Everyone's you saw the fucking memes of everyone kind of shedding a tear. Real men are always cried when this happened. Real men cried when this happened, and it's a picture of Soap dying and saying his last word twice.
Yeah.
So it's and same with
ratting on Yuri that he was with Makarov or whatever his name is.
Yeah, so it's like I'm kind of hoping like they're gonna actually do something really well with this, and they're gonna make it a true Call of Duty story like they had. I mean, I love that they're getting away from this fucking stupid jumping like this. I mean, I'm glad they got away from
Exosuit, yeah.
jumping. Yeah,
All
the
that.
exosuit shit. Honestly, yeah, it was cool and all, but it got old. And
Yeah.
I think they finally realized that people want a modern shooter. They don't want past, and they don't want future. They want real modern, real guns, real
I don't
things like that.
I don't know if it's the modern aspect. I think they figure out people want the boots on the ground version of
Yeah,
Call of
no,
Duty.
that's all I'm saying. It's like not just that modern. I'm saying they want realism. They want M4s, M16s, 19 like gun wise, boots on the ground, grunt work, stuff like that. Like you have the companies that specify it in their like futuristic games and in their time games like Red Dead and like Rockstar. They fucking knocked it out of the park when they had Red Dead Redemption to begin with, and then when they came out with Red Dead 2, besides the bugs, they honestly knocked it out of the park with the realism.
Yeah.
The way the guns acted, the way the people acted, the way it was back then when the West was starting to become modern.
Mhm.
You know, they knocked it out of the park in that aspect, and I think that's what people want is just that realism feel again of it's on the ground. That honestly, this is what war is like. This is what war is.
Mhm.
Like that's why I loved Black Ops, the original Black Ops, because uh, yeah, it took place in different timelines of like Vietnam to like World War II aspect almost with Reznov, and yeah, I think they need to come back to the original foundation of Call of Duty, all started, and bring out what let's say bring out the euphoria feeling that was
The
feeling when they first
nostalgia
started
feeling.
playing. Yeah, like the nostalgia that they were feeling when they first playing. Love that they got for it. I mean, obviously, in every Call of Duty, you still get the old Call of Duty. You still get it because I hear it all the time coming out of Bailey's fucking mouth.
Mm. Black Ops is
Well,
only
that
$10 on PC. Buy it.
fuck off, dude. My insurance is coming out this week. Otherwise, I probably would. My insurance wasn't $225. I probably would buy it.
Dude, I I own it for every system that I own, minus PlayStation 4.
But you're a die-hard Black Ops fan.
Dude, I
You
love that game.
die-hard Black Ops fan. You still are a die-hard.
Yeah.
I was a Modern Warfare. That's what I started on.
The games.
I remember the days of PlayStation 3 playing Modern Warfare with literally just my brother, and they didn't have the party system yet to the point where you could like join up with a friend and find a match. My brother and I would sit on the headset on our phones, and we'd hit find match. We'd say 1, 2, 3, go, and both press A or X, whatever it was, and it would search a lobby and possibly put us in. And if it put us in, we wouldn't leave that lobby no matter how cancerous. We
Yeah.
stayed in it for the long haul because we didn't know find enough lobby. Like that's where I started. And that's like my euphoric feeling, nostalgia.
I think I think my top favorite games of all time would be Siege,
Well, yeah,
then probably, and it's probably a tie for first with Black Ops and Red Dead.
yeah.
Because, I remember getting the very first Red Dead when I was a wee lad for PlayStation
Yeah,
2.
me too. Me too.
I actually, I believe when I went school shopping one time with my parents, and they bought it, and I played Red Dead Revolver for like weeks on end. I even at one point got my grandfather to play Red Dead
Nice.
Revolver. It was quite. I like that game a lot. I've
I
stuck with it. I bought Red Dead Redemption on both Xbox and PlayStation,
oh my.
and then now I got the second Redemption 2 for one.
I remember playing Red Dead Redemption, and my favorite thing, 'cause I was a fucked up child, I loved scalping it. And my dad would like, you can, because he would like, obviously I didn't play like campaign, like I didn't follow the story. I was just like, I would just want to fuck her. It's like he'd get really far and get like a badass gun. He'd be like, all right, see that gold? Go all around the map and mine all the gold that you can find, kill whatever you want, and do whatever you want. Just mine gold. I'm like, all right, sure. So I would spend like 3 hours just fucking killing Indians, random whatever, finding random wild horses, taking them, and then like mining gold. Dad would get on, and he would just be like loaded because I'd just spend the whole day just like mining gold. He would have like all fucking buy whatever guns he wanted to complete the story, and it's just like I bought gold for, like days, so that way he could like buy whatever he wanted, and he didn't have to do it.
That's nice. Always get the slaves to do your work for you.
Yeah, I was a kid. I didn't know what I was. I didn't want to do my own. I just wanted the cool guns, and I just wanted to kill shit. So like that was literally my whole thing. Was just like I just want to kill things and just mine gold. It was like literally Minecraft with guns and no diamonds. It was fucking awesome. Uh, honestly, I think that's the only game that's actually been leaked or been like shown at all, like for this year so far. And that's the only big title that so far has been announced. Only big title game. But again, it's early in the year. It's June. Before we know it, it will be October. So I'm kind of curious what else is.
Well, I think what do you call it? I believe Resident Evil 2 is coming out.
Resident Evil.
No, I don't know what it is. What else is coming out? I believe isn't that what's that game called? We talked about it a couple weeks ago. The Last of Us 2. I'm pretty sure that comes out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that comes out.
Yeah, true.
There's actually I believe quite a few games, if I'm not mistaken, that come out this year. If this page would ever load, I could tell you. Anthem was a pretty big game that they announced.
Anthem Zelda.
It could have been.
I'm pretty sure it is because I'm pretty sure
Oh yeah, it came out in February.
yeah.
Crackdown 3 was in February. Let's see.
Kinda.
King. There really isn't any big ones yet.
No, not yet. Like I said, I think actually. I'm scrolling through.
In other Modern Warfare news, they already Wolfenstein's supposed to come out.
Okay.
For the Modern Warfare news, I'm pretty sure they already confirmed it that it's going to be on the next rendition of the Xbox and PlayStation 5.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that was announced or something like that.
Do you ever remember the game Animal Crossing?
No.
Like, this is like GameCube game. Do you remember it?
No.
Hello?
I said no.
Oh, sorry. Oh, because that was like a big game from child. That's apparently actually coming out remastered for the Switch.
Really?
That was a huge game back when GameCube was just an app. GameCube was a huge thing.
Yeah, on this thing, uh, on this IGN article, it states that this is a reboot. It is not a sequel or a remaster. It's a reboot.
Okay.
So I don't know what that entitles.
Right. I guess we'll see.
But yeah, we will see. Oh, there's gonna be cross-platform support.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's coming.
So,
That's coming with along with this game. I don't remember where I seen that it was. I don't know if it was leaked or something for that it was gonna be on. Or wait, was this even that game?
yeah, so far I haven't really anything massive title that's possibly coming out. It's gonna come out this fall so far. Again, it's kind of early because games don't leak
Oh no.
until like August.
Okay, so I was wrong. So the game that was announced or confirmed for PlayStation 5 and Xbox 2 was actually Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, okay.
And it just this article just says that Ubisoft says they don't want a sequel whatsoever to Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, gotcha.
So they're just gonna continue with that.
Borderlands 3 is actually coming out this year.
Yeah, that's a big one.
3, I forgot about that. That's a big one. Let's see. Doom Eternal is actually supposed to be coming, which is a reboot from Doom that came out in 2016. Animal Crossing is actually predicted is actually a big game that's also extremely hyped to be coming out in 2018. At least they says launch in 2018, so I'd have to get myself a Nintendo Switch, which I do. It's like a game. It's cool. Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening is actually another one that's supposed to be releasing Nintendo Switch. They actually are also for the Switch, which for some reason Switch is actually getting some titles. Luigi's Mansion #3, which was also a massive GameCube game that is coming out, which is going to be kind of cool. Pokemon Sword and Shield. This shit. Bad. Rage 2. Actually came out.
Yeah, there's
Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which was kind of like a PC game. Fuck, what was it? Knights of the Old Republic, which was a PC. It's supposed to be coming to a PS4, Xbox One, and PC. November 15. Super Mario Maker 2 is getting its release date, June 27th.
Oh, yeah. E3 is not this week, but the following week. So there's probably gonna be more big
Oh
titles
yeah,
announced then.
definitely. Dying Light is actually get Dying Light 2. My bad.
It seems like May just went by super fast.
Yeah. What else? Oh, Halo Infinite. That's another massive that is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Release date has not been confirmed, but probably confirmed at E3. I'm assuming. But that's a really massive one. Like you said, The Last of Us 2. Sorry. Nope, that's so far. That's all that's kind of been any big titles or older titles. I'm curious to how this new Halo is gonna. I feel like it's gonna be decent. The whole advancement. Um, the Elder Scrolls VI is also coming out this year.
Really?
New Elder Scrolls set to be released in 2018. Release date has been given. I'm assuming we'll hear all these release dates, but obviously we're not going to get another Battlefield. It had just come up last year with Battlefield 5.
I don't
So
know.
I'm saying we're not going to get a Battlefield 2.
I don't know. They.
And I'm hoping they, you know, come back out with a modern or at least set us up in Vietnam or something. Kind of fun again. Vietnam was a blast to play. Other than that, that's pretty much all that is actually so far that's been released. Nothing extremely interesting besides Call of Duty so far.
Yeah, but we're in that area of Call of Duty where it's like the old one's getting old. It's time for the new one, so people are getting hyped. You know.
I mean, I'm curious of what they're gonna.
Yeah, it is a curiosity. I don't know. You know.
And we'll come back. I all of a sudden come across this meme. You couldn't live with your own failures, and there's Infinity Ward, Activision, Call of Duty. And then there's another thing. Where did that bring you? And then it says Modern Warfare, and it's a picture of Price on Thanos' body saying "Back to me." I'm like, wow, of course it brings. Uh, other than that, there's not been really massive, massive lawsuit that's going on between FaZe Clan and Tifu, very popular Fortnite streamer. Massive lawsuit that's going.
See, with that,
both sides coming at each other, kind of. He took this much money. No, take that much money. Just kind of, just coming at each other. It's going to be interesting how this lawsuit ends. Chifu obviously signed like 20, if not like 19, 20.
mm-hmm.
And it's going to be interesting.
See what
comes out on top.
See what the problem with that is. He signed it as a like an esports player, so that contract isn't like outrageous for an esports player, you know,
no, not
like
at
a
all.
professional player. But when he grew in popularity, he became this like he would make more money than what he would be making as a professional player.
But more money streaming than he does in competitive gaming.
Yes, But FaZe Clan also takes a percentage of what he
Yeah.
makes streaming
Yeah.
because they're it's their
Brand deal.
yeah it's
And they're promoting it.
well it's not a brand deal, it's his
Well,
contract.
from what I remember, they actually brought him brand deals that he promoted while he was streaming. So they
Well,
would
yeah,
take
that's well
donation.
an
That's what they brought.
an esports org is
Yes.
that's what they do. That's how they make their money. They make it off of them promoting their brand, and they get paid by their brand, and whatever
Yeah.
percentage they get back from the streamers.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. But I'm curious of who's going to come up top. I have a phase going to end up winning this.
It should be FaZe contract,
Yeah.
like legally.
He broke
Legally,
his-
they're in the right, because I don't even know. I don't know, like I don't know how much they took, but
What
supposedly
they're saying, they took 6K
sup-
out of all of his earnings that he has, which who knows, could be true. It's two sides of it, and
mhm. Well, they can take. I don't remember what the leaked numbers were, but it was like
so the
20%.
2080, the 2080 split, FaZe Clan was
Huh?
20%. So the 2080 split, FaZe Clan was guaranteed 20% his earnings.
Yeah,
His
and that's
competitive and his brand deal, because they brought him 2 brand deals and competitive. And leader of FaZe Clan, out of all of his earnings, everything he has to this point, they have only taken K. If you think about it, yeah, that's a lot of money, but in retrospect of what he's actually earning, it's like nothing.
mhm.
He actually makes that's nothing. Well, that's what happens when you join up with a big company. I mean, look at Ninja. He has brand deals, but he's not part of a massive company. He's sponsored, but he's not like a. So all of his money, his money. And I think Tifu is trying to kind of hop on that bandwagon. What he makes is his, and he share. I think Tifu is kind of trying to do that and just get away, almost like a Shroud thing. Get away from competitive and just enjoy the stream.
Yeah, but Shroud did it when his contract was up. He
Yeah,
retired.
I know. I'm just saying. I think Tifu gotten tired. Doesn't want
Even
to stream.
even
But Tifu is young and dumb.
even King George, when he stepped back from professional play when he was with Rogue, he still was contractually obliged, yeah, to be with them for the remainder of his contract.
I get it.
And
This is
he
something we don't know fine print. We don't know fine print.
true.
Kind of curious. I just want to know. I'm just curious if it's gonna end. And I have a feeling. And either way, it's not gonna damage.
Well, that it depends.
Being associated.
It honestly depends on like a lot of things.
But I think he still has a very, very high populated fan that I think at the end still gonna come to the stream. Honestly, I don't think anyone end up losing in the end of it.
I depend. Yeah, it all depends though.
He's gotta have. I mean, you can't be that fucking dumb and with all your money, or to a point where you obviously he has to have to actually fight this. So I feel like either way, if not going to be like I can't stream anymore, I don't have a time job. No, it's not going to happen. He's still going to be making good money. He's going to have Twitch is paying him to fucking be a Twitch member, do the shit. Like, either way, it's not gonna be like most. I think it's kind of, it is what it is. It's just gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, no doubt. But
who knows? It's just kind of something. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else. I mean, Ninja fucking just commenting on this shit nonstop. Like, it's obviously it gets brought up constantly in the streams when it's he's obviously kind of curious. I think, to be honest, I feel like Ninja should probably keep it shut out or any backlash from. But again, Ninja can say what he wants, right? Honestly, I don't. Everyone, yeah, shit. He hit him. Still wants. Made more. You know.
I don't know what you said. You kind of cut out there.
I just said people have been shitting on.
You could no way you just cut out again.
Fuck off.
No, like seriously, you know.
All right, off this topic.
What was our next? What was our next topic that we were gonna talk about?
Okay, so we went through next weekend. Went through Twitch drama. Say, do you have any? Talked about possible stream. Do you have anything? I
don't know.
I can't think of it. I think of all these things like during. Just like random things for me. I think that's about it. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could call it, and then.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah, I mean, if we have anything, we could do another one tomorrow, but I doubt it.
Yeah, if anything. Just quick. But yeah, I think we could end it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. Wasn't really anything exciting. Just had some kind of trip happen. A little bit of Twitch drama, and a new Call of Duty release, which I think we're interested to see. I'm extremely see it. Oh yeah.